Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, September 3rd, 2015, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Well, I can't say we had a bad day today. We really had a good day in terms of profits and everything else, but it still was a little bit frustrating. This morning on the open, we had $30,000 in open trade equity. And of course, I'm looking at that and thinking, I want that $30,000, and we needed $30,000. I think it went to $31,000 or $32,000, and then things kind of started to slip away from us. And by the time we got out, we had closed out just shy of $15,000, in other words, half of that. But we were carrying. We were still carrying this Lanet position. We didn't get out of that, and I watched that slip from positive 15,000 to about 11,000. So that we're still holding that, and so keeping that in mind, that we have a nearly $11,000 position in our portfolio. We're carrying positive 2,700 going into tomorrow, which means we're holding quite a few losers. We're holding 13 positions, 4 are positive and 9 are negative. And the reason why we have positive open trade equity is because of that Lanet position. Anyway, hey, I can't complain too much, but it still was a little bit disappointing after seeing $31,000 in open trade right after the open, and it basically was kind of downhill from there. You can see what happened here with the Dow. We had, we had the big up day yesterday, and then we had follow through today, and that was real good. This was real good for getting out of some of our positions, and I'll show you that in a second. But everything, we got into some stuff here, and that all kind of tended to peter out. And then, as I say, our big trade, that Lanet thing, we're still hanging on, and that kind of slid back a little, and I'll show you that chart in just a minute. So this wasn't the greatest pattern for us today. We had some good trades. I'll show you a couple of them here. This is Solar City, and we took out $4,000 out of Solar City, got into it yesterday, got out very nicely here. We're out before the slide starts, so this worked out very nicely in Solar City. Another good one we had was in ISIS Pharmaceuticals. We got into that yesterday. It kept kind of climbing, and we got a little pop up here, and we got out of this thing. Not quite at the high, but it did pull back later in the day, like most of the stocks did today. And we took about nearly $3,000 out of ISIS. So that was very nice. This is the one that's, it just has me biting my fingernails about that. This was this great trade in Lanet Company, and we got into this yesterday, and then we had this huge gap up this morning. And normally, I like to get out of these. We would have been okay with that, but we're hanging on because it was such a huge gap. We get basically what's another buy signal, and so we're hanging on to Lanet until tomorrow. When Lanet was up here, it was up $16,000, and right now we've slid back to just below 11,000. So, that doesn't feel real good. I have to watch like $5,000 in profits slip away, and I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We will be getting out of this 45 minutes after the open tomorrow, but ouch. I want these profits, and we need these profits, but this is still a great trade. And as I say, if we didn't have Lanet in our open trade right now, we would definitely have negative going into tomorrow. But as it is, we got nearly $3,000 going into tomorrow. So that's the way it went today on Thursday. This is Trader Bob signing off. See you tomorrow on Friday.